Hello, my name is Axel Komena, and today with my colleague Ladouce, we will present the result of our research on the impact of an individual's physical appearance and socioeconomic status on judgment of their mental health. This presentation is toward Mr. Stefan Marion, teacher of Psych 3525. To start our presentation, we'll start with the introduction, the background. Um, Based on the research that we did, the key findings that we had was that the individual are perceived as more attractive, are also seen as healthier. Regarding the social economic status, higher social economic status often associated with greater perceived competence and intelligence, and the theoretical implication will be that the previous research supports that what beautiful is good. They highlight the halo effect, and they indicate that class bias significantly influence perception of an individual mental health capabilities. To answer to our study focus about the impact of perceived physical attractiveness and socioeconomic status, we will use a 2x2 within subject design to explore both additive and interactive effects of attractiveness and socioeconomic status on mental health perception. Regarding the hypothesis, regarding our question, we have three hypotheses. The first one is higher perceived attractiveness will be independently associated with better mental health. The second one is that a higher social economic status will independently predict better mental health perception. And the third one is that there will be no significant interaction between perceived attractiveness and social economic status. The justification for our study is based on the empirical evidence from previous research. We suggest that both attractiveness and social economic status significantly but separately influence social outcome, including perceived well-being. The study methodology allows for manipulation of visual and socioeconomic cues to assess their effect on perceived stress and well-being through a Likert scale. And the potential impact is a aim to clarify effect on societal perception, on psychological evaluation, and contribute to develop strategies for mitigating bias impact on psychological assessments. Now I will let Mary talk about the methods.
We had a sample of 95 participants after pre-screening for completeness. Among these, 19 did not meet at least one of the 4 exclusion criteria. Therefore, our final sample had 76 participants, aged from 19 to 76 years old, with a majority identifying as female. We use convenience sampling by recruiting friends and family via direct message and our social media. Next, we'll look at our independent variable attractiveness. We used 12 photos of white females with neutral facial expression from the Chicago Faces database. These photos had already been rated for attractiveness on a previous experiment. 6 photos with an attractiveness scores of 6 or above served as stimuli for the more attractive level, and 6 photos with a score of 2 or below as stimuli for the less attractive level. Next, we'll look at the independent variable socioeconomic status. We generated profiles consisting of initials, date of birth, gender, address, and annual income to manipulate the socioeconomic status of the white females. We set the range of annual income for the low SCS condition from $20,000 to $28,000 and $90,000 to $98,000 for the high SCS condition. These numbers were based on 2021 US data. Each photo was randomly paired with high and low SCS profiles an equal number of times to create 4 versions of the questionnaire. Participants were randomly assigned to one version of the questionnaire via Qualtrics. Next, we'll look at the experiment. The experiment consisted of 4 questions per profile as seen on the slide. We included free camouflage questions as a form of deception. To collect our dependent variable data, participants were asked to provide their first impression of the individual's quality of mental health on a 6-point Likert scale. 2 attention check questions were embedded in the questionnaires to determine if participants were reading carefully prior to rating. The last set of questions included demographic questions, namely the participants' gender, age, and exclusion criteria questions to determine which data to include in our final sample. Next, we'll look at the results. We used an average rating of mental health quality calculated from 3 scores per condition for each participant. Descriptive statistics can be seen in the table. And now for the analyses. We conducted a 2-way ANOVA, repeated measures ANOVA with the standard p-value of 0.05. We used JAST to complete all statistical analyses and compute partial eta squared to report effect sizes. Our data supports our hypothesis on the main effect of attractiveness and socioeconomic status on judgment of mental health quality. We found a large and significant effect of the attractiveness, where more attractive individuals had higher ratings of mental health quality than less attractive individuals. We also found a large and significant effect of socioeconomic status, where high SES profiles had higher ratings of mental health quality than low SES profiles. However, our data did not support our hypothesis on the interaction of attractiveness and SES on judgment of mental health quality. There was a small but non-significant interaction between attractiveness and socioeconomic status. Next, Axel will go over the discussion.
Regarding the comparison with the previous research, our study is consistent with the study of Lorenzo et al. And Tucker and Cabeza, and regarding the attractiveness led by the halo effect. It's aligned with the finding from Adler and Schneib, and Shapir and Studner, where higher SCS increased perception of mental stability and competence. The implication for the theory and practice is our study support and expand the what is beautiful is good stereotype to mental health perceptions. It highlights the need for healthcare professionals to be aware and actively mitigate attractiveness and social economic status biases in their assessments. Our study, though, will raise a future research question that will be how do these biases vary across different cultures or demographic groups. Finally, the answer to the research question will be both attractiveness and socioeconomic status independently improve perceptions of mental health without interacting, indicating that biases associated with each can additively influence assessment. We discovered too that two of our predictions, so hypothesis was confirmed, the first one and the second one, regarding the higher attractiveness associated with better mental health perception, and the higher social economic status correlate with more favorable mental health evaluation. Our study impact and contribution will be that it will enhance the fairness in mental health assessment, promote a more inclusive approach to healthcare, and contribute to theory development by providing empirical support for theories regarding social perception biases. Thank you very much for listening to us, and thank you. Have a good day.